It's J Moore, the very best reviews. Tell them none can contest, we gon'
What's good, everybody? Welcome to another week here. Real
Jay.
talk. Appreciate for coming through. Can you hear me?
Hey guys.
You all right?
You were breaking up a little, Jay.
Hey.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. I hope y'all can hear me clear now. What's up? K Leezy in the building. What's up?
Hi, Jay. Hey, Chad.
Hey.
Thanks for having me.
Hey, good to have you. Definitely. Hope everybody watching had a good week. Made it through, another week here. So good that we all able to, make it back. And so a couple of the things we're gonna talk about today. One is the compatibility. So sometimes maybe you may be liking each other, but you may not be compatible, whether it's a man, maybe not sexually compatible with a woman, or vice versa, a woman not sexually compatible with a guy. I know a lot of people can figure out other ways of being incompatible, but tonight we're going to talk about a couple of those things, and maybe you may be fighting those red flags, but that could be part of the problem. So,
it could be part of the problem. That's right, Jay.
Yeah, definitely. It's not that it's the sex is the most important thing, but if it's a problem, then nothing else is gonna work in a way. A lot of times, unless they unless you come with that, understanding something maybe from the get go, or maybe time. It's a lot of variables.
Right. There's so many. Right. There's a lot of variables, so you just can't say, And to me, like if you think maybe straight penetration is all that it is, then you lose. Because that it's so much. The thing is that it's big. It don't have to just be bam bam bam.
Right. Penetration is the last part. That's when it's about to be that's the last you at the home stretch.
Right.
So definitely Damian Kenny, he said what's the minimum and maximum age of a person you would pursue? So it depends on a person's age of who asking that.
Right.
He says 25 to 50 for a female, and
25 to 50.
he got a big age range.
Right. So, okay, let's figure out how old is the person. So how old is the person with that age gap?
Say if you're 40, it's 25 to 50 or 26 to 40 a bad range? Or
it's a bad range, Jay.
So what would a good range for a 40-year-old man be, in your opinion?
For a guy?
Yeah.
So if a guy, maybe if you're 40, jeez. If the guy's 40, he's kind of technically 35. So maybe 30 to 40.
You all got to think about this too. So Damien and Jimmy, at this point, maybe you all maybe are not sexually incompatible, but if you all stay together, let's say 5 years, 10 years, when you 50 or older, later 40s or later 50s, and that 25-year-old is only 30 or 35, she's going to be like, I'm with this old 55-year-old man that can't do this, that, and the other.
Yeah, I'm going to put this 55 Chevy to sleep. I got to go
out. Recycling for a damn electric vehicle.
Hello?
Me a 25-year-old. So what would you say would be a good range for a 40-year-old guy?
I really think because guys mature different. So I'm gonna calculate a guy always 5 years younger than his age. So he might click with a 30-year-old. Okay, I see that. -5 and +10. I agree with that. Right? So like 35 and then up to 45, 50. Like I would date a 50-year-old. It has to have certain, things that go with that. But yeah, I wouldn't run away from a 50-year-old at this point. But I ain't gonna I'm not dating no 35-year-old.
Okay.
Right, okay, so I'll say this: if I date a 35-year-old, is scratching it for me. But if he's 35, he got to have a couple things together, and I don't mean mature. I don't like when people use that word mature. The minute you throw that word out to me, that means you young-minded, because you don't need to tell me you're mature. If you are, I'm gonna know. It'll show.
Okay.
That was bars, Jay, just in case. I felt it in my head.
I was just about to say, you over here about to drop some jewels over here. So how do the young guys out there show that they are mature to a lady?
Oh my gosh.
That's how they carry themselves, basically. Huh?
Yes, it's basically how they carry themselves, what they're doing for themselves in life, what their projections are. Because I can't say, look, Jay, when I talk to you, it's like, okay, so I know by the time you were 30, you had certain life projections, you know what I mean? And you could see that in someone, right? So if you're going about your business, then, yeah, but I'm not going to lie. I've never really been attracted to younger guys. So for me, it's like, I see you. Bye.
Women normally like older guys. All my life, that's something I've noticed. When I was in 6th grade, they want to talk to the 8th grade, or when you were in 8th grade, they want the high school boy, or when you're in high school, they want the guy that's driving, or
Well,
they got the seniors, or the guy with a job and driving, or
right. You're in the 12th grade.
Yeah.
And your boyfriend is in college. He either just started or he's a sophomore or something like that.
Right. Even when you 18 or 20, well, they could go in clubs. See, they want the guy that's 22, 24, 25. Like, wow, it's always something.
But Jay, I kind of realized some older women like younger men now. Like I've had some friends and, some females that I do know, and they date younger guys. They date younger guys.
Do the guys actually like them for them, or is not no transactional, or the guys in a bad situation? They dated younger guys that actually have options.
Jay, I'm
not saying it like just your friends. I'm just saying.
Oh, I'm just trying. I'm trying to say my crew, we run deep and we run real good, Jay.
Not necessarily your friends. I mean, you ain't got to put no real information out there.
Right. But no, people, I think older women, geez, I don't know. Because now that you said it that way, I got to think about it. I really have to think about it. Like, do younger men really like older women? Damn.
Yeah, I mean, I have dated an older woman that when I didn't have to. I mean, I wasn't like needing a place to stay or needing a car. Or
okay.
None of that stuff. That's what I mean. Like,
okay. You see, I got deflated. I was like, no.
No. Like I've dated a woman older than me, and I didn't need anything from her. I just, liked her. We were cool and things or whatever. I didn't think about down the road marriage or none of that stuff. I didn't even get that deep into it. But people take care of themselves better now. So
right. The 40, because I remember when my mom was 40 and I was like, oh, my mom's old. But you can't call me old.
Right.
I'm not taking it.
Exactly. Yeah. When our parents was 40, they didn't seem to be in touch with the younger people, or they seemed older. It seemed
they were packing up shop. Right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we could be saying that now because we're that age and we maybe want to feel some difference. I don't know. But
No, we're different. Like I have an older lady friend, and she says that now that she's in her 70s, and she's like she feels younger, more youthful. Her body's responding differently than when she was, going into her 50s and stuff. Because by that, like 20 years ago, people were getting deflated earlier. Like, okay, fine, I'm done now. I have grandkids, and it just is what it is. They were packing up shop. Now you got 50-year-olds popping out nice, beautiful, healthy babies because our lifestyles are different. They're still going to the gym. They're working different. They're not at home, taking care of the whole family, and their, bodies all drawn down. Then, back then it was different. They're more social now. It's fly to be up there now.
yeah, that's true. That is
Mhm.
true. It's a big difference. I didn't think about it like that, but I guess maybe sitting in the house being a housewife wasn't the best for
Right.
your health.
Right.
Yeah, definitely. Jimmy say these guys, these young guys, yeah, they be broke. They may have a six pack, but these older guys got 6 months on that rent, baby. What's up? Come
I'm
on.
done.
He got
I'm
that
done.
6 pack. I got 6 months on what?
I
Car?
may beg to differ, Jay. I may beg to differ. Because if you are older guy and you chasing that younger girl, she's gonna run your pockets. She is going to run them dry. So if your head is not in the game, you're gonna inherit a liability with some young chick because she gonna take what she need to get from you, and by the time she's done whipping your head around, you broke. You don't got nothing to offer. You got to bring yourself back up to where you thought you were and when you first met her, and be
Mm-hmm.
careful you don't meet another her.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that's true.
Yeah.
You gotta be careful out there, man. I'd rather have my little couple pennies and not have that younger person driving me crazy for them than have that person and not have the money.
Right. Like to me,
Too
I
much
don't
for
know
me.
if it's I don't know derogatory term, I'm not sure, but I think gold diggers are for scammers. They should be together and stay together. Because somebody who's really working hard for their money, it doesn't matter how much it is, does not need a materialistic person to expunge all of their funds. It just don't go that way to me. So if you want quick money, go and be with a scammer and accept whatever you get from that. He's not going to be faithful. He going to drop this coin, you understand? But just deal with it because that's all you want anyway is money. You don't want quality.
Hmm. That's true. Smart Cookie said older women can pay their own rent. I hear that. They doing like older men. They getting their young little toy, huh?
Oh gosh.
Spending money
Yes,
on the
older
young.
women are managing their financial affairs. Sad to say we're doing it on our own because back then the family unit was still in the forefront. Now it's so divided that older women have to take care of themselves. But I'm not gonna lie to you, I never heard a man say he attracted to no woman saying I could pay all my bills. Then no man want no other dude. You know what I mean? So
I
yes,
ain't
he's
never
able to
heard
do
that
it.
before, so I don't
Sorry,
know.
Jay.
Huh?
Sorry, I interrupted you. Go ahead.
Oh no, you all right? I said I never heard that before, so I don't know what I would think. Not that that's some. It's very few people say that, so don't get me wrong.
That they could take care of themselves.
That they pay all their own bills. I mean, there may be some bills they may have a problem with or whatever. I don't know, but
Okay.
but I never heard a woman say that, so I'm sure
Damn.
I'm sure it is some. I mean, I don't ask them. I wasn't about to start paying all of them, so I ain't about to ask. I ain't want to be misleading. Start asking questions you think is something else. I'm just wondering.
Gosh, I'm done.
Hey,
I'm done.
I ain't never asked, so I don't know.
I didn't offer. Hmm.
Smart Cookie say y'all need to let these younger guys get them a piece so they can learn how to make love to their future wife. I know that's right. Smart Cookie, I like her ideas.
So yes, I like it too. I see where she coming from.
Old ladies, give them some. Nah. No. But what was you saying? You like her idea?
No, I see where she coming from because like one of the clips that I had sent you, it's, it's we not equally yoked as far as in the bedroom conversations. We just not equally yoked. So it's like maybe if younger men found out at an earlier age what to actually do, then we wouldn't have this massive disconnect.
Because you actually, here's the point right here. So when we have talked before, you said, and other people have said that maybe young men learn about sex from porn. It's the details, more so we maybe pick up from porn. Some of the stuff that people may be doing or not doing, or like all how that choking stuff and all of that. Those guys will pick that up off of porn. And so, if maybe, but see, I guess that's what people want to see, like an action movie. They want to see Rambo blow up and kill 200 people with one clip, So people want to see that exciting stuff where people want to see that type of, I would say, porn where they was doing love making. I don't know. I don't watch a lot of porn myself, so
Right.
I
Well,
don't know.
let's see the thing about, I like your action movie breakdown, because here's the thing. We don't see what else Rambo has to go through. We don't see how he has to cope after going through all the action. We don't
PTSD.
Right. We don't see the intricacies of his preparation process, the mental part and the emotional part. We just see the action. And that to me is what porn is. So when you learn a lot of your signature moves, the money moves, right? You don't ever get to tap into the intimacy part early on in the game, because you're only thinking about the action. Do you understand?
That's a good way to put it.
Right. So this is why that thing is a detriment at the end of the day, because you going backward, and then now you're gonna feel offended that you're not doing stuff right, and then you got to learn, retrain yourself.
Like watching the highlight reel, sports highlight reel. You didn't see everything.
This is not a highlight.
Right.
And it's always more information. It's always more. I need more content to, get good at what I do when I do what I do, Jay.
Right. I hear that. That makes sense. So how can smart cookie? So how can a guy be uncompatible for a woman? Incompatible, rather, I should say, for a woman, sexually. We know about all the ways outside, but sexually, how can a guy be incompatible for his woman?
Well, starting off with what you just said, only focusing on the action, right? Once you're doing that, a woman, to me, doesn't connect well, because women respond to more than just the action. So the minute you just come in, guns blazing, then you lost. So she's going to be like, oh my gosh, she's going to call her friends when you're done. She's going to rattle you off. You understand? Like he didn't do nothing, right? And we're going to have a group chat about him, because now she's not taking him serious. Because just so you guys know, if you're the real deal, no female is sharing information about you. Oh, no. That's how you know he's the serious one. Because he's not, nobody's talking about him. We keep him and all his information to ourselves. The ones we don't really care about, you could put him out on display. You don't care if he comes, he goes, he's nothing, So the minute that you disconnect from everything else but the action, you're not compatible at that point. Absolutely. Because you can't be in tune to her. And then you're not going to give her a chance to be in tune to you, because 9 out of 10 times you don't even know what you're doing. Sorry, Jay, I didn't mean to say it that way, but it's facts.
Okay. All right. Another Marika said a lot of delusion is learned from porn and soap operas.
Absolutely.
And Lenora Wilson said, we as women need passion.
Yes.
Need passion.
Yes.
That's
you gotta say passion softer.
Passion.
That's right.
that could be a way right there, be incompatible, because you could be a guy that's not so passionate. And if that's how you are, then that's how you are. And if you with a lady that you like a lot, but she think that you don't like her because you're not very passionate,
You're rough.
yeah, then you always gonna have a problem because she's not gonna connect with what you giving and vice versa.
So
So
here's this though, right? The sad thing too is that if you do find a woman who is able to communicate and wants to talk to you about it, men, they get reserved and they don't want to talk about it because they think you taking shots at them, you know, in their pride zone. And you can't come to a higher place because now the communication is talking at each other instead of with one another. So there's no understanding and you can't grow like that. You know what I mean? He's shutting down because it's like, oh, work. You think I can't do this and blah blah blah. And I got Jackie, Jane, Sue, Peggy, whoever. But they ain't telling you. You know, a woman who wants to be connected to you, she might want to help you along the way.
that's true. That's true. Learn the love languages, Barika
Yeah,
said.
yeah, I agree. I think the
Uh,
term became familiar to me like maybe during COVID because it wasn't as trendy, right, as it is now, the love languages, but it's important to learn the love languages. Like I love music. If I'm mad and you play a Carl Thomas song, I'm not mad no more. All right, give me 2 minutes. All right. I'm not mad no more. But if you know that and you're in tune to me, and that can happen, be like, man, I can't deal with her. I can't deal with her when she gets to 10. I'm gonna bring her right back down to 3 right now. Pop on this Carl Thomas. That's gonna smooth me out. Period. But if you're not in tune to me, you might see me angry and go into the way that men go and be like, the only how they could fix it is to drag you, bop you on your head and drag you in the room. You understand? That ain't gonna make it right. I'm gonna get more angry.
make you feel good.
Exactly. You know, that's your primate love language. You know, oh, this went wrong. Somebody got hurt. This thing happened. Bop, let's go.
That's because
I
it's
know
a
I can make
very
you feel good.
right. See, that's because it's very simple for us. We do this, and after a certain amount of time, we feel better, relaxed,
Mhm.
and everything is at least better for a few moments.
Right.
So let's try to do that for you, but women don't
No.
all be in that mind state of just that.
Right. There's certain things that can work for, right? And that has to do with the compatibility as well. If you realize that this has never worked in the past, don't try it one more time. Just don't do it. You have to learn to figure out the things that do work. Like I said, you play me something from Carl Thomas, and I'm gonna be like, why are you playing my song? And I'm calmed down now.
Right, right.
Then we could talk or we could, joke around, whatever the case may be. And then I'm back to 3 and then we good to go. But don't push that button when I'm on 10. You're going to make it worse.
Just have Carl Thomas playing when you pushing them buttons.
Don't push no. Only push play. It's only push play, Jay.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Damian Kinney said, is it all about consistent pursuit? So do women like to be pursued everywhere they see this guy, or the guys, like they do in the movies, standing outside with the radio playing, or
Jay, that's the money move right there. Okay. If you don't come outside in the rain with the radio on blast, you don't love me. So yes,
what about your
Damien.
neighbors and all of that?
That's you showing me undying love right there. You gotta disturb the peace, Jay, to make me feel good. You feel me?
You gotta disturb the peace.
Yes, I need to
What if he
see
just
you.
pull out front in his car with the radio blasted and the beat?
That's it. I don't mind that, but get outside in that rain. Disturb the peace, Jay. That's how you gonna show me your undying love. I want to see it. Yes. So I agree with Damien because the consistent pursuit it fuels longevity as far as I'm concerned, right? But you don't have to. It don't have to be 100% all the time. It could be the little nuances that make it worthwhile. You know what I mean? And that connecting to the person, that also has to be. You don't have to be 124/7.
Right. Mm-hmm. All right. That's good right there. Damien
Yes.
said you love all music as long as it's swinging.
Yes, I do. I really, really. Kelly loves music. I do. Love music is my love language, and I do. I love music. Forget it. Like if you realize that I need to get hyped to get something done, and you go into the crates and you pull up Annie up from Busta and Rampy and whatever, and I'm gonna turn around like he knew I had to get hyped. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So these are the things that mean something to me, and I let it be known up front. Play me a song, because you got to get in tune to knowing that. Play me a song, because if you could play me a song at the right time, you win. But
Okay.
that's connecting to the person, right? If it's somebody and that's my love language, but it's not yours, it'll annoy you, then I can't do that for you. If I
Right.
do it 1, 2 times and I realize you, then I'm not going to try that again. That's the whole thing. People think that their way is the way to connect to the other person. In the relationship, it's half and half. I have to give you for you and to expect you to give me for me. I can't expect my way to work for you. I got to get in tune to your way.
Mm-hmm.
That's how we become compatible.
Right. Knowing, get to know each other. That's what it means, getting to know somebody. Well,
Yes.
well, we say, let me get to know you, girl. That means Netflix and chill.
Well, you know what? Next Netflix and chill me, bop me over the head and drag me.
Pretty much. Pretty much. That's
Right.
what it's about. One Journey said, if you sing to me, you win.
See? Right. So the minute I figure out that that's the calling card, it's over. I'm gonna be putting a song, a list together, playlist. Like, all right, fine, I could bring this song out. I'm in the shower, get myself together, and there I go. Because that's what makes you feel good. I need to be able to do that.
I'm gonna sing she's your queen to be. Coming to America. Up, we done lost Kay Leezy. Coming to America got you.
I'm back. I dropped something, so I didn't want to make a scene.
Oh, okay. She's my queen. Look at the sip on the tea.
That's right.
I hear that. Jimmy said people don't date and court one another no more.
Absolutely correct. And that's why, the bop on the head thing is that's it now. You know what I mean? To me, and it seems primate. I'm gonna call it as I see it. Right now everything is just Pop, I gotta take you to bed. There's no courting, so there's no finding out if I like something, what you like. Then that means after the sexual interaction, that connection is over because there's no communication, no connectivity. What else do you have? You just had that moment right there. I don't know if you liked it. You don't know if I liked it. Right? And you have nothing else to base your connection on, not one other thing. Because at that point, we don't know one another. So what happens? You see females increasing their body count and men continuing to not know what to do. How can we ever be compatible, Jay?
Yeah, these apps definitely don't make it any easier. You just swipe and just be gone. You don't even know. It's like it didn't even happen. You don't know what. That's crazy. We talked to somebody not too long ago to say they use the apps and stuff, and it's like, hey, if you come to see me, oh well, you ain't coming to see me. Well, I can't come there. Oh well, next, and it's just like, bro, just
Right.
crazy how everybody is just on there just moving each other around like it ain't nothing. So catching
So
bodies.
can we ask the chat how many of us are doing online dating or have done online
Yeah.
dating before?
If you would get on a dating app or a site, if you have or would use it, put a one D, and if you haven't or would not, put a two, put a 2D. You know, but
So mine
yeah.
is 2D. I've never used a dating app before. ever. I mean, like absolutely not ever, never in my entire life. And I don't know if I ever will.
No, I never used it myself either. I know a lot of people that do and tell me about the stuff. And I mean,
Sorry, Jay.
it's all right. It's what people do nowadays. Everybody I meet, I'd rather meet face to face or in person or something. But to each his own. I'm not gonna say it's a good way or a bad way, but I'm sure it's frustrating from what I heard about
Mhm.
how, if you ain't about to come this way or whatever, then the next on to the next one. And basically it's about what you about to do once you get here.
Mhm.
They sum it up pretty
You
quick.
know exactly. You know what it is you got to do. You know what you're going for. You ain't going to make a friend. Come on now. You know what you're
Right.
going for. And
Yeah,
to
if they
me,
was
that
looking for something quick, then that would be great. If you're looking for more than that, I don't know if that would be the best thing for you.
and I think it's not fruitful if you're looking for something more because that person has all these pickings of not people not wanting more. They just want that one night or a hookup scene with you. So if you're the one who's looking for something more, you're gonna get shot out the box.
Yeah.
Why I want you when my DM is filled with the pumps ready to go? I
Right.
don't get it. Mm-hmm.
And just like the person that we have as a friend that was telling us about how if you don't meet us here or meet up here or forget it, swipe. They also will say, well, come to my house. And if the lady don't want to come to the house, it's on to the next one. Or the dude to come to your house. But if you don't want him to come to your house, then it's he on to the next one. This is
And I don't get that. Like, I can't meet somebody, like, just meet somebody and just go over to their house. Like, I don't know you. I'm not going over to your house. I just met you. Give me a chance. Let me figure you out a little bit.
Yeah, only when I was younger, maybe I would have thought of having somebody come to my house, uh,
Mm-hmm.
because it wasn't nothing up in there. What did you go steal? 32-inch TV?
Oh God.
No,
But you see, that's the male perspective, right? Y'all are
right,
concerned about that, but we are concerned about our welfare, like on our
right,
person. Like,
right.
geez, to me at least, the fact that you hear a lot of young girls, women vicariously going over to guys' houses, it's just like, what? You you sure? You don't know what type of person this is. Like, you're putting yourself in danger. I mean, maybe I'm too, protective. I don't know, but I wouldn't. Nuh-uh. I just met you. That mean I don't know you.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So I'll say this, Jay. I heard today that 90% of people meet on dating platforms now. They don't really talk. There's no communication. It's just texting and platforms and texting. That's 9 out of 10 people, Jay.
Yeah, it's way more common, I know for a fact, than it was when it first started. When it first came out in the like early 2000s,
Black
then
Planet.
people, yeah, and all of that stuff, yeah. And what was it, America Online, little rooms and stuff. A lot
Right.
of people kind of looked down on it or didn't do it as much. But as the time has gone on, it's a very high percentage of people that meet on that stuff. Like I don't know the percentage. I saw a while ago, some years ago, that it was at least
Mm,
in the 80s or higher.
that's
So
crazy.
yeah,
Right. I couldn't believe it. When I saw that today, I was just like, what? Are you nuts? 9 out of 10 people? So then that means I'm screwed.
right. Barika just said her friend just got killed meeting up with a guy she didn't know at his house.
You
Damn.
see what I'm talking about? And I'm not going to lie to you when I say that that is a massive concern of mine. And sometimes people will be like, oh my gosh, you're too extreme. No, I'm not extreme. This happens. And I don't want to be a victim of that. And the chances of that, you being harmed or put in harm's way are more when you don't know the person. I'm not saying that you can't meet a crazy person and unbeknownst to you, that person is, the ultimate psycho. But if I don't know you, the chances are up.
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
That's true. So yeah, I mean, ladies definitely have a lot more to think about than guys, and
Right.
yeah,
You
talking
gotta
with
be
you all a lot
careful.
more. Yeah, it definitely gave me a new respect for all that you guys got to think about and go through. I never thought, is this girl gonna kill me before? I may have thought maybe get
Exactly.
set up to get robbed or some people in that neighborhood maybe.
Mm-hmm.
I never thought the actual date was gonna do kill me. I never
Right.
thought the
Kill, rape,
right.
right. All of these things that we do have to think about. So it surprises me so much that women will be so vicarious with their person. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Right. I don't know you. You a stranger. What happened to that?
I know,
Stranger
right?
danger. Mm-hmm.
Marika said, I don't ride in the car with a guy I just met. Shoot, I remember back in the day in the 90s, that's all a girl would want is to jump in your car as soon as you pull up. Hey,
Exactly.
what's up? You gonna give
That's
me a
crazy.
ride? That was what the first thing they asked for.
That was crazy. Like
And
sometimes
that's
when you
when
think
we
about
was
the things in the
young.
90s, you like, what the hell? What was I thinking? What did I
Oh,
you know what I mean?
I know, right? And that's when we was young. Maybe I guess if they see a 16, 17-year-old boy, they might not be thinking he's a serial killer or a rapist.
But you don't know.
He would have been just getting started, maybe.
He could have been a sociopath. That happens from birth.
That's true.
You don't know.
That's true. A lot of people ain't think about all that stuff. None of that stuff.
Right. But as a female, we have to think about these things. We know about these things because of the abuse that so many women are victim to. You know, I
Yeah,
don't
the
even want to
90s
quote.
was the last of the good America. We had technology as good as it could get, I guess. It ain't never
Mm-hmm.
been great, but we had the electronics. We had safety is really never safe, but relative, wasn't any wars going on at that time in the mid to late 90s, at least. And, we weren't thinking about getting kidnapped or chopped up or killed.
It was happening.
It was, I guess, without social media and the internet, the stories weren't getting out as much as stuff gets out now.
Exactly.
And we
Exactly.
hear more and know more. And maybe we were naive to think maybe everything was so good in the 90s. And probably if we was to look back at information, we'd probably be shocked. Like, ooh, this many
Exactly.
people got killed in my neighborhood that year. I didn't know that. I thought that was a good year.
From somebody who lived 2 blocks over,
Right.
they
That.
would have never assumed. Right.
Mhm. What's up, Kendall? Thank you for the first super chat of the night. Definitely appreciate it. She says
Yes.
sorry she late, but it's all
Mhm.
good. Better late than never.
You can though.
Definitely.
Right.
Lenora say, I feel you. Meet someone anywhere online or offline. If you are going home or sleeping with a stranger, you are putting yourself in harm's way.
I agree.
Yeah.
I
I
absolutely agree with
mean,
that. I absolutely agree with that.
everyone a stranger till you get to meet them, though, and get to know them. So, how long before a
Right.
person not a stranger?
How long for you not to think that they're crazy?
Right. How
Well,
long?
I think you can see some crazy earlier on if you are paying attention, and if you are not one of those people who ignore red flags, right? You could peep a crazy from early on, and you just cut that person off. But if you didn't jump into bed with them, it might be a different story, you know. So that's when it becomes ultimately different. I mean, I don't want to put a time on it, Jay, because sometimes it takes a very short period of time, and sometimes it takes a little bit longer. You can wait maybe 3-4 months, and then crazy start to come out. You know what I mean? I don't know, but if you are not ignoring red flags, then you have a higher chance to be safe.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
You guys got a whole nother aspect to think about that us guys never considered. Um,
Mm-hmm.
Orika say I was worried if a guy had illegal gun or dope in the car. If I'm riding with him and he gets stopped by cops, both of us going to jail. I don't expect him to be honest and then admitted it's his stuff. He was gonna say you was the queen pin. You riding with them dope boys, girl.
But you know what? That was, I don't know if that's that hot right now, because but the drug game was very different in the 90s. So yeah, in the 90s, that, you know, there's a guy, the chances are, if he out there, that there is drugs and guns in the car. You just better act like you don't know. But you know, being young and dumb, that's what it went with. You know what I mean? Because when I look back, I'm like, I was in the car with the drugs and the gun, Jay. And it's like, how could I do that?
That
You
was
know what I
what was
mean?
cool at the time. So
That it was, but it was not really cool. And the sad thing is, we didn't have people to let us know, you know, the elders, the village, to let us know, like, yo, come, come, come. Let me tell you, this is not cool. Somebody taking you to school, you in high school, and you going to school in a different car every other morning.
right.
To hello, you know what that is. Stop acting blind. But you know, that was going on back in the day. It's a little bit different now. You know, the scammers is all about now. So that's what's, you know, those are the hustlers to me, you
Right.
know.
That's true. Now let me
But
ask y'all this. We was talking about older women and younger guys earlier. So we don't know the age of these people, but say it was an older woman and a younger guy.
mhm.
And this older woman, she said, y'all, I ain't never been so embarrassed in my life. For
Mhm.
this man's birthday, I paid for his haircut, got him a big bottle of Casamigos and a gift bag with balloons. Why he posted on his IG that his mom got him all that stuff? Damn.
That's hurtful.
Damn.
It's real hurtful.
Oh,
Shivers, babe, shivers.
damn. That was
I'm
that's
that
a
was
low
the way,
blow.
like, that's more than a low blow. Like, I don't even know. Like, I'm so confused. Like, I don't know how to take it. Did he do that because he didn't want anybody to know he had a girlfriend? Is that an embarrassing gift from a
Woo.
girlfriend?
You about to get all the way into the weeds on this one. So wait, what
Yeah,
you
because
mean? Why you had to do all that, huh? Why you going there? You a herb. That's
his
why.
mama, he
You
said
a
his mama
herb.
got him that stuff. That's disrespectful, Jay.
That is. See, that's because women don't like to be called mama if they in a sexual relationship with the guy, as in
Mm-mm.
men don't care about being called daddy if they in a sexual relationship. So if that would have been a woman saying that, or rather a man saying she said she got this from her daddy, or her daddy got her
You
that.
don't know. You don't know who she really means.
Right. And he probably would have
Okay.
been proud. Yeah. Calling me daddy publicly, baby. What?
Yeah, but you can't. In this scenario, he totally disrespected her. He just trashed her. I'm so sad. Like, I just don't. I'm like, I'm not understanding it.
Tressa said he should have restricted her from seeing the post. Now that's a whole nother level.
Now you
Because if
thinking.
the
Now you
girlfriend,
thinking, Tressa. Like,
I
but you know
know,
what? Ain't no guy.
right?
Do
Tressa
guys even
said,
know how to restrict?
hell no, I ain't never even thought of that one. But let her girlfriends or somebody see that, like, girl, you still with him after what he posted? What? Then they find out that he blocked it. Oh, or restricted it. Now she about to cut the thing off.
She is cut off now. You just said I bought you stuff from your mama bought you this. Damn, I'm shocked right here. I'm shocked. I'm very shocked.
Yeah, that right there was a hurter. That was a low blow right there.
Oh, that was all the way low, blow, Jay. Low, all the way low. As
Yeah,
low as you can get low.
see, guys don't get those type of things going on too often, thankfully. Uh, and if it did, they would play it off as in, hey, You know, I'm daddy. That's what she called me.
Oh,
So
that's because I already have issues with women calling men that's not their father daddy.
mhm. Now, what you call Barika? Shout out to Barika for sending this message, this on Instagram,
Mm-hmm.
or this post rather. I say message because I'm thinking about. So this Texas woman lost thousands of dollars after falling victim to a Zelle text message scheme, and it's saying, did you attempt a payment for what's that, $2,000? And then it's saying all this stuff on here. So it's setting her up. It say right here that it asked about the 2000. She said no. It had showed up as her bank's caller ID. And I thought this was the different post. I thought this was the one from this African dude that was sent trying to get some money. So
But that's what I'm saying. I think that gold diggers need to be with scammers. They're compatible.
right.
They go together. You know what I mean? But
Mhm.
I sent. Did you see the one the clip that on Instagram that I sent you with the guy saying that the sexual incompatibility in regards to older women and older men, that we don't peak at the same point. So you have a woman in her 40s and up, and she's just like priming it, and then men capping the prime in their 20s.
So, let me see. Is this the one you was talking about? Let's see. This dude talking to her, and he talking about even having sex with women they don't like.
Well, that one was one of the ones that was crazy. Listen
Uh,
to that.
let's see the truth about what men think in the bedroom.
Women they don't like. Hell yeah. Look into that camera. Look into that camera and say, yeah. Why? Why, Stefan? Why? But not only do men, now again, not all men, but not only do men have sex with women they don't like, there are tons of men who have sex from Venus thing because majority of women, I can't even fathom a man on top of me that I don't like, I'm not interested in, I'm not attracted to. Like that, why would I do that? You all are totally so their heads are exploding right now, Stefan. Their heads are exploding. So again, I'm one of those guys where I cannot sleep with someone I'm not attracted to. I'm very visual. I need that stimulation. Thank God, you got there, some standards. Okay. You know, I can't do it. But I know dudes that have none. As long as you got legs and something in between, it's a wrap. Okay. And they will have sex out of the mere convenience just of it in that moment. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Because again, it is simply a pleasurable physical experience. Do men have sex with women they don't like?
For one, he got some hell of a beard hair lineup combo, don't he?
He hairy. He hairy.
Boy, I know, right? So I can agree with what he's saying. I've seen and heard and witnessed things. And I think part of it is what he said about it being a good experience, pleasurable experience is part of the main reason. And also, men don't get hit on 50,000 times a day like women, or have it thrown at them. Every time y'all walk out looking good, every time a man talking to you, that's what he basically saying. You want some dick? You want some dick? Hey, how about some dick today? How you feeling? You need some dick with that? I'm here for you. You know, whereas men don't have women saying, hey, you want some of this? You want to hit it? You want some of this? You want it?
Maybe if they wore the hoochie daddy shorts, Jay. Maybe. I'm just saying.
Right. So it could be a combination of it's pleasurable and you giving it to me for free. I didn't even have to try. So, and then you could throw in the mix of some recreational substances. And then depending on the age of the people.
The age really?
Yeah, because some things you may do at 20, 2 or 23 to, younger, maybe 15, 16, you wouldn't be doing in your 40s.
For example?
Well, it's not about it is similar to this, but like for example, at 40, I probably 9.5 times out of 10 would not try to have sex in no car. Whereas at 16, that wouldn't have been a no-brainer at 15, 16. But at 40, I might not be trying to do everything in the car. You know, maybe you may got started or something, but I wouldn't be trying to be in the car like that. You know,
Not
even
the
in
end.
my 30s, I wasn't even in my mid 20s, I wasn't in the car trying to be fumbling over seats and stuff. Like I have my own place. Why do that? Like, why are you doing that? So
Right.
if
That's crazy. But
I
like this
really
is
wanted
why
it and
men
didn't have
cheat.
my own, I'd get a room or something. But anyway.
Mm. But this is why men cheat, Jay, because they're not they ain't
Know how to
picky.
say no.
If you throw it at me, well, okay, I'll take it. You know
But
what I
you
mean?
all have had years of practice from boys trying to kiss you and play kiss in the bushes and all kind of stuff. You all you all have said no a million times. So
Jay,
guys don't get that. I'm just saying it's not fully formed for some
no
guys.
Jay, no Jay.
Say no. Go
You
ahead.
breaking
Go
up. You breaking
go.
up.
I see you breaking it down. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Yes, I'm
All
hearing you.
right. So, what do you think then?
You're right in the fact that women have more interactions from men, right? But y'all don't say no. So when a woman throws it at you, balls it up and throws it at you, it's like, oh well, okay. And like he said, it don't matter if he's even attracted to her. He don't even need to see her. It's that moment of pleasure, and that's it. It don't mean nothing else to him. He don't care, right? But so y'all, I guess maybe you're saying what you're saying is that because y'all are not accustomed to the absolute rejection of women, like so much I gotta reject some.
Well, we're used to the rejection. We're not used to the offer.
Right.
Just
So it's like, well, I'm gonna take it. If it's coming, then let
okay,
me
I
take
get
it.
what you mean. We're not
Right.
used to rejecting it, right?
No, Jay. I think that sucks. I really think that sucks. That
You
because
offer,
that
offer more.
he just said that men sleep with women they not even attracted to. Like, well, she threw it at me, so I just it's gonna be like 10 minutes and I'm out. What?
That's true.
No. So okay, hear this, right? This is how come I can't date in this whole technology age, because there's a lot of questions that I have to ask, and I don't want to ask them. I don't want to read a list, 21 questions now, in 10 seconds. But I have to have somebody who's picky. If you're not picky, I don't want to talk to you, because that means anything in the ice cream shop is good for you. No, I would like to know that I fit into your type.
Right.
I,
See,
I, I want to fit. I want to fit into that place. You can't go into the ice cream shop and be like, give me whatever flavor. I'm good. No.
see, like my little experience with that is the guys that I've seen act that way were probably not, you would say, the most attractive guys. Not to
Okay.
say everybody, hey, Biggie wasn't doing that with well, look at your lips when I said Biggie. But anyway, he had that swagger.
He did have the swagger, but still, like,
But anyway, so that guy wasn't getting
Biggie had money.
right. He did
That's
have
what I
money.
mean by that. Like, Biggie don't count. Like, Khaled don't count. They got
Right.
money.
So
It's
like
different.
my the guy that I'm talking about, like he wasn't rich or none of this. Was a guy, a friend of mine in college. He was kind of big, tall, wasn't the type to turn head, so to speak. And
Mhm.
then it was this one girl that was not the type to turn head, so to speak, either.
Okay.
And he didn't like her either, but she tried to give him some. She tried to give a few people some, and they kind of, blocked it, like it wasn't about to happen. And so what ended up happening is when they ended up cross paths, then they go ahead and did it. I don't think neither one liked each other, but they both needed what each other had.
Well, that's the understanding then, Jay. So, and I could deal with that because if you formulate an understanding, I'm gonna be able to deal with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, some
But
women that they not attracted to probably ain't attracted to those dudes either. But
so
they
those two people
both
had an understanding. They had an
really,
understanding, and that could work. But you just picking flavors. You just any because you know she threw it at you. Good grief! Like, had you
right.
faith in Biggie?
That they was barely together.
All right, that was a whole different ball game.
I know, right? So yeah, man, but that's part of the things that I've seen and stuff. I have had, I think some guys that maybe haven't had maybe a pretty girlfriend or girlfriends that, you know, in their life, maybe then they would do that if they with a girl and then somebody say that, they probably wouldn't know what to do, maybe. But then I don't know. Some guys, it's a lot of different things that could go through a guy head. It could be financial. Maybe he would like to, but he won't because they don't want a divorce or all this other financial living situation things come up. Or maybe he don't want to because he been there, done that, and he know what he looking for, and he found it. And I'm not interested in nothing else right now.
That's my kind of guy. Go through the forest, come out a brand new person, and you realize I'm your type and you satisfied with me. You know what I mean? And we could gel and we could grow and all the other good things together, right? But if you still ripping and rapping through the woods, that you got the type for me. No, and I need you to have be picky. Like say no sometimes. If I met a guy and I had that, you know, saw that was a quality of him, that would be an immediate plus for me. Like, oh, he being selective, I like that. So
Right.
I know if he doesn't get with me, then he's choosing to talk to me for more than one reason than just the crutches. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
Right, I don't trust people who say they don't have a type either. Like, you don't always have to stay within your type. You could, you know, have a person that you attracted to that's out of that preference, but have a type. Be
That's
picky.
true. I mean, and they try to make it seem like that's a negative to have a type, but people are attracted to certain things.
Right.
The way humans are. So that's the
Right.
way everything is actually, because they got birds with different color feathers, all that extra stuff with all the other different things that go on in the animal world. So people look different, and that attract
Right.
different people. And so
Let me ask you, Jay, why would that be a negative thing? Why would people think that was a negative thing that you had a type? Like, why?
because then if I like this, then it must be something wrong with the other. Or
But
if you go and Google and Gaga for that, that means I feel offended because I'm not that. You shamed me.
all of these things are just not valid. That's a personal insecurity of somebody who would say that, because I don't think that there would ever be something wrong in having a type. Like, this is what I like. I'm attracted to that. And 9 out of 10 times, well, to me at least, your type is something that you just naturally attracted to. You didn't choose to be attracted to it. When you see it, it's just special, more special than the rest. Like, ooh, this is really special. It looks nice.
Right. Like Sir Mix-a-Lot. He liked big butts. He cannot lie. That's how he gets down, and he did not deny. I mean, hey, it is what it is.
Right.
No. But yeah, you know, I don't see nothing wrong with that. But the way it is today, if you like this, that means there's something wrong with that. That don't mean that. That mean that the person that like what you got ain't came up to you yet. That's all. You know, just like any of these stores you drive past or walk past or whatever, you don't go in every single one every day. It ain't their day. It ain't their time. So
What about ice cream? Let's go back there. I love plain old vanilla ice cream or rum raisin. Does that mean there's something wrong with chocolate or strawberry? No, I just have a favorite flavor. So that's just it.
yeah.
Jay.
Definitely. Well, I appreciate having you as always.
Thanks, Jade. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, definitely. Miss Kara say having a preference is fine. Just don't insult the folks outside your preference. I hear
I
that.
absolutely agree with that. Yes, I agree.
Definitely. Um, Dame Kenny said, "Who believe nice guys finish last?" I do have a lot of belief in that.
Me too. I agree with that. I agree with that.
You can
You know,
only be but so nice. Yeah. And then you go to Herb territory.
and you don't want to be a herb. See, now that's the difference. A lot of people don't understand the difference between a herb and a nice guy. It's different. It may seem like they teeter on the same line, but they not. Like I don't want no guy bopping me around. No, I want the guy who's going, cater to me. That's the nice guy. The herb, I'm gonna have to tell him everything. That's not the same. You understand? The herb has so many insecurities. The nice guy is just a nice guy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a difference.
Definitely. Well, all right, y'all. I appreciate y'all for coming back again, checking us out. Everybody, y'all have a good rest of the week. I'll see y'all later. Kay Leezy in the building again. I appreciate you. We got to come on back for that P Valley.
Yes, we doing it right after P Valley this Saturday night.
That's right. So around 1:15. We should have the
Sorry, guys.
Bless you.
Thank you.
No problem. So yeah, around 1:15, we be there for the down in the valley where the girl get naked.
Sorry,
All right, y'all. Be safe. We out of here. Deuces. Peace.